Today on Brian Eyes, the Godox V862 versus the new V1. Hi guys, welcome to Brian Eyes. Today I want to talk about some Godox flashes. The folks over at MGreat sent me the V1 and the new transmitter that'll be in another video to try out and see what I think of it. Now, because I've been a user of the V860 version 2 for quite some time now, I'm pretty familiar with it and I know what it can do. And there's a few things that always bothered me about it that they fixed most of in the V1. So let me get to it. First, the obvious, the elephant in the room. Round head, square head. You might be thinking, why do I need a round head on a flash? Well, there's a few reasons, and some of them aren't completely obvious. For one, a round head is slightly larger. I mean, it's not much, but it's also round. That means you don't have a square form of the light going onto a wall. You also don't have a little bit better fall off at the edges. If you look, that lens in the middle here, there's a separate little piece that focuses the middle, and the sides are supposed to fall off. It just kind of goes a little funky, where this is a full-on edge-to-edge same lens. Gives a little bit softer light, a little bit better quality of light, I think. Okay, it's pretty minor though, and if you're a bouncer like I am, where you bounce off a wall, it almost really doesn't matter, except that you might get a more even spread. That is something I think I noticed. I did use this at a wedding just to see how it would go. First, I want to say that it performed really well. I mean, I didn't have any problems with it. On another note, I'm a big fan of the MagMod system. I have lots of their stuff. You'll notice, though, I don't have one of those things on here. I did that on purpose because I didn't want to compare the MagMod to this. But you kind of have to, because this round head, much like the round head for the 8200, uses their, I think it's the AR65 accessories kit. I'm not 100% sure on the name. There'll be links below to that, which includes gels. It includes various pieces, let's just say. Some of them being gels, barn doors, there's a dome, there's several items. Some of them are actually really useful, the gels especially. So this way I can have all three of my lights, two 8200s and this, using the same gel system. They're all magnetic, so they just pop on and pop off. Really cool stuff. Harder to do on a square head flash. You need the MagMod system. Now here's a tip. MagMod is much more expensive than the Godox system. So kind of cool. Now, something of note also is they do make an adapter kit for those accessories for their square flashes. So you can use it with anything. Now, on to some differences between the two flashes. Right off the bat, you can see the mount is different, okay? This one is the old-fashioned screw-on. This one is the slide-over and clip model. Which do I like better? Without a doubt, the clip model, the lock-on. This one always felt a little rocky in the hot shoe. It never sat 100% well. I never had a problem as a result. It just didn't feel secure. It didn't feel as good as some other flashes. So once they went to this, now the locking mechanism to me is a little bit maybe more flimsy than, say, the one from Canon or Nikon, but it's pretty good. I mean, it seems solid. It's got a smooth action. It locks in place. There's a definite audible click. You can feel it as you're doing it too, which if you're working a wedding and you're in a dark or noisy place, you can do it just by feel or by the actual audible sound. As far as operation of them, very similar with a couple of differences. First, when you turn them on, one of them is orange, the other one's blue. The V1 is blue. I thought that a little bit strange. The button on the V860, the dial here, I actually like it a little bit better. The one in the V1 feels a little bit chintzier, a little bit cheaper. It is marked a little bit better and can do some more things. But overall, I actually think the beefier one on the V860 was actually just a touch better. As far as flash output, they're the same. They're almost exactly the same. What I'm going to do now, though, is just a quick, I'm going to keep pressing these buttons. See how fast it keeps up? No problem. They're basically the same. I think the refresh on the V1 is just ever so slightly faster, but in real-time usage, you're probably not going to notice that. Also, sorry if I just blinded everybody for doing that, because I had it aimed pretty much at the camera. But hey, I gotta have a little fun sometimes. The main thing that I like better, and this is going to be hard, I'll probably try to put a picture up so you can see it, is the controller options when you're using these for wireless control of other flashes. On the V860, you have to go through and press several buttons to get to the groups and get to the settings and make those changes. On the V1, it literally has M, which is this flash on your camera, A, B, C. You can go boom, 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 and go right to those groups. That is awesome. In moments when you just have to get the shot, you can click that, turn the dial, you're automatically making changes. One click, one dial change, and you're good. On this one, it's, well, let's see. I'd have to hit group, then I have to go to that group, then I have to hit the adjustment, and then turn the dial. So that's 3 clicks plus a dial. Big, big, big difference if you're in the middle of it. Like if you're at a wedding and you just need to make instant changes. People went from that side to that side. Yeah, 3 extra clicks in the dark, no less, too, when you're fumbling with buttons. It's not good. So the V1 wins out for that, without a doubt. Some other little things. If you look at this, this is a typical way that a flash works. Maybe it goes just a touch beyond straight up, but I'd call that pretty much straight up. It goes like that, and it turns 180, and it turns 180, right? Now, a lot of flashes actually only turn like 90 that way, and 180 the other way. So the fact that this one goes all the way around is really cool. The V1, though, this has an extra trick up its sleeve. It does this, and it does this, but it also does this. Now, at first blush, you're probably thinking, what the heck do I need that for? Here's how I like to bounce flash. I put it on the hot shoe, and I angle it like that. That way, if I'm horizontal, it's aiming up and behind me. Vertical, it's aiming up and behind me. This flash has that built in. With the other flashes, you do this to do that, which both effective, but if I'm already set here and I need something more forward, boom, it's right there. Very simple, very, very quick. Whoever designed that idea actually put some thought into it, because for years and years and years, flashes didn't do that. Now all of a sudden, just that extra 20 degrees or so backwards makes a big difference to me. Also, if you're doing groups and you don't want to flash people right in the face, you have something to bounce off of behind you, you can use that. So this was just a nice quick introduction to these two flashes and the differences between them. And I'm sure there's some things that I didn't get into. I just wanted to go into the real usability features that I found interesting almost immediately. Oh, before I get done, one thing that's very different to me, I'm not sure was a good idea, was this is the battery that goes in this flash. This battery will go 2 weddings for me. No problem before I need to charge it. I like it. It's in a secured compartment. It goes in, it comes out, nice and secure. The latch holds it in place. On the V1, they did something different. I don't know if I like this or not. They did this. There's a little button here that you press, and you push the battery out. And there's a hole through the body. Now, first, they changed the battery. I have a few of these. This is a different battery now. That kind of bothers me. I don't really see the advantage to it. And then here, it's a friction fit in until it clicks. I just worry about pushing that button by mistake and having that battery half pop out or something while I'm shooting and wondering what the heck is going on. I don't know if I really love that. I don't completely hate it, though. It's just one of those things, is that a good idea or not? Who knows? Maybe in the next iteration, they'll go back to this. I don't like the fact that now I feel like I have to get another one of these batteries to have a spare. That kind of bugs me, because how many different types of batteries do you need to have, right? Anyway, in closing on this, I think they're both great flashes. The difference in price is about $75, with the V1 being a little bit more expensive. That said, both flashes, you could buy both of these for less than, say, Canon's flagship model, which these are easily competition for Canon's flagship model. No doubt in my mind. So the fact that they're still inexpensive, the V1 is a phenomenal product. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is phenomenal. I wanted this. I'm going to use this. Still love this too, though. This has its uses as well. So if you can swing that extra $75, go for the V1. If you're really looking to be on a budget, the V860ii is still a top-of-the-line flash. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, hit a like, leave me a comment or a question below. I always try to get back to those in a more or less timely manner, a day or two. And other than that, we'll see you next time on Brianized.